Hello, valued listener. Thank you for tuning into the Eco Farms and Agri Services channel. One of the greatest challenges we've faced in our early days in agriculture is finding the right experience and the right people to guide us in some of the challenges we were facing in every area of our farm, in every area of our business. But today, because we have learned it, we're realizing that the best way to share, the best way to communicate, and the best way is to share. In sharing, we are able to help others like us who are struggling with farming. conservative agricultural way. And then when you've selected your field, you have properly made your ridges, the next things will be, of course, how to plan your nutrient schedule, manage pests and weeds. And same thing we will apply here. We have 3 to 4 nutrient part schedule. We'll have 2 weeks. That means the moment we transplant and these plants are stable in the field, we're going to give them your first top dressing, which will be a combination of NPK and the organic flow of rich yield to give them proper anchorage. And then another 2-3 weeks we give them their first nitrogen dose with another organic dose. The essence for that is at that point we intend to boost their vegetative growth, help them to pick up properly so that they can establish. And then after that, the moment we begin to see them initiate cobs, they are their fruiting stage, and then we come in with the next nutrient dose. So you see that there is proper nutrient management for different stages of this crop, targeting young stage, vegetative growth, and importantly fruiting stage. So we're looking forward to this sweet corn, so we're going to come back and give you an update. One of the greatest challenge with growing sweet corn in the open is cross-pollination from other maize varieties. And so when there is it's rain-fed season and there is maize across open field, several miles or in several proximity to your farm, agents of pollination, be them wind, insect, other attributes, are sure to bring pollen grains from other maize to pollinate your sweet corn. And then when you produce your corn, you're sure to find other characters that are desirable. And therefore, to be able to grow sweet corn that you can get an authentic produce, it's important to grow them during dry season when there are no maize around, or early enough before the open field maize is cultivated. Alternatively, you have to grow them in a protected environment. These are some of the key challenges. The other protocols to managing that, of course, is a laborious ways to detassel, go into the maize field and remove the material that pollen grains could be brought into, and therefore you could avoid cross-pollination in the field. But the easiest way to overcome this challenge, of course, is to either grow in a protected environment or stagger your production to be earlier than other maize cultivation around you, or as easy as we currently are doing, grow them in early dry season when there are no maize around. From several kilometers from where we're currently planting, no one has done the irrigation fed maize. Is going to come sometime December, early January. So this information is key to guide you so that you don't suffer that challenge, because your clients will be wondering why your maize is not sweet, but you claim it's sweet corn, and they'll be wondering why your maize has multiple colors when they ask for a pure color. And so that's largely from cross-pollination. These characters will express themselves in your overall maize production. So take these informations and use them to guide your plan. But we just wanted to project from behind the scene to show you some things we're doing. We have interns in the farm. We have staffs here too who are learning and equally working at the same time to upscale. And so that's an opportunity you can take advantage of. We know you've been seeing a lot of greenhouses and vegetables. Today we're doing something different. We're enriching our collections of crops, and we are focusing on sweet corn today. And one of the reasons we're introducing sweet corn is we recall that we produce based on market-driven production. That means the eco farm doesn't just go to the farm and plant anything we feel like. We respond based on the demand of the market. So we're beginning to have a market for sweet corn. And we are starting small, get the market right, get the cultivation, crop husbandry right, and boom, of course, we're going to do hectares upon hectares. So that's the wisdom. Recall that in our book on how on proper crop husbandry from the Eco Farms and Agri Services crop husbandry for protected cultivation, we detailed there on how to start small as a general rule of thumb, get everything right, understand the agronomic management, understand the economics of scale, understand the crop production challenges, and then of course you can scale as against going boom in the market or in the farm just because there's some exciting news about some numbers and then you hit rock bottom. So it's always precautionary to start small and then to look forward to scaling. This is where we turn the curtain to a close. Thank you for tuning in. Please, if you haven't liked our videos or shared them to other farmers who may learn from these resources, we encourage you to do so. Till we see you again. Thank you. Good day, everyone. At the Eco Farms and Agro Services Company, one of our greatest excitement is when we share knowledge. The reason we are excited about sharing knowledge that we have learned in the field, it's because we believe this knowledge will be essential to build the next and the current generation of farmers. Our greatest challenge in the farm is finding the right trained personnel to
recruit both as interns and as staffs. And so we're heavily invested in knowledge transfer, not just to benefit ourselves at the eco farms, but to also benefit the wider Nigerian and African agri industry. So we're excited to provide in print, digital forms, as well as on the internet resources from our knowledge bank. They exist at our resource center. Most of them are for free. They are those that you will be required to pay for. We encourage you to visit our resource center on our website, visit our social media handles to take advantage of these resources. And should you be available to have a practical experience where you will be trained for a minimum of 6 months and a maximum of a year to learn the basics of agriculture, to learn from the nursery to the field and from the field to the plate, and essentially the good agronomic practice that we have learned over the years, we encourage you to pay us a visit to explore these opportunities. Take care.